Coming up next on UTRGV-TV. A 60-day federal immigration suspension is in place amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Plus, we have the full details on Governor Abbott's Open Texas plan and how local leaders are reacting. And we say goodbye to our graduating staff. We have this and much more. UTRGV-TV starts right now. Welcome to another edition of UTRGV-TV. I'm Juliana Quiroz. Today is Monday, May 4th. Thanks for joining us for this last time this semester, but we hope you continue to tune in once the next school year begins. At the top of this week's newscast, amid the coronavirus pandemic, the Trump administration put in place a 60-day immigration suspension. We spoke with an expert to find out who this affects. Here's Rocio Villalobos with the story.
In an effort to combat the high unemployment rate the U.S. is experiencing under this pandemic and to prevent further COVID-19 cases, President Trump has issued a proclamation to suspend the issuing of visas to foreign nationals. The order, which took effect on April 22nd and will last 60 days, does come with a few exceptions and does not affect those already in the country.
For spouses of U.S. citizens, children of U.S. citizens, they can still apply for the immigration benefits. For other people, let's say certain work visas, people who work in agriculture, they're also eligible to apply and to, in theory, come into the United States on those work visas. Everyone else, if you're a brother of a U.S. citizen, a parent of a U.S. citizen, in theory, those people cannot proceed with their immigration benefits at this time.
Tinoco says the order is already posing a challenge for some of his clients, but hopes when it is lifted and the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services offices reopen in June, they will be able to proceed as before.
Where it's impacting us right now is with people who had their appointments already set up or who are about to be interviewed. Those appointments have been canceled, and we don't really know when they're going to reset them.
With its exceptions on issuing visas to certain people, and given the circumstances of the country, Tinoco believes it is an overall sound order, but says if it is extended longer than necessary, lawsuits against the administration are sure to come. Reporting for UTRGV-TV, Rocio Villalobos.
Local officials are moving forward with Governor Greg Abbott's Phase 1 stage after announcing the Open Texas plan just last week. Here's the report with information from reporter Victoria Cantu. The Open Texas plan is in full effect. Governor Greg Abbott implemented the Open Texas plan this past Friday, May 1st, to restart the Texas economy. Non-essential businesses such as restaurants, malls, movie theaters, and other retail stores in Texas are cleared open. Governor Abbott limited customer occupancy to just 25%. Phase 1 will give employees 2 weeks to practice the Open Texas plan. Here in the Valley, Hidalgo County officials are moving forward with Abbott's Phase 1 stage while following social distancing measures. Hidalgo County Judge Richard Cortez made a statement on April 27th stating, "The governor also recognized that there is uncertainty with this action that he's about to take and has allowed for a mechanism to revert back to some controls should the data begin to show an increase in the rate of infection. I too rely on data and advice from medical professionals to dictate my actions. So with that in mind, I am also considering transitioning some of our local restrictions to voluntary preventive measures." The Open Texas plan will allow dine-in service at restaurants. For rural counties with less than 5 confirmed cases of coronavirus, restaurants can serve up to 50% of their regular capacity. Only 6 people will be allowed at a table, and parties will be seated at least 6 feet apart from each other. Dine-in restaurants are to use disposable menus, condiments served upon request, and buffets are restricted. The governor and local city officials have allowed for movie theaters to operate with some restrictions, but chains found in the valley like Cinemark continue to remain closed. Churches and places of worship may stay open as long as social distancing guidelines are followed. On May 1st, Bishop Daniel Flores of the Catholic Diocese of Brownsville announced they are preparing to resume public mass and will release the date soon. A second phase is expected on May 18th, according to Governor Abbott. For the full details of the Open Texas Act, visit our website. Working remotely and online classes have slowed down incidents on campus, but essential workers like the UTRGV Police Department or K-9 unit continue to report to the job. We spoke to the university's chief of police to get an insight of what their day-to-day looks like at the moment. Elizabeth Mendoza reports.
The police department on both the Edinburgh and Brownsville campus have quickly adapted to changes since the outbreak. If you are on campus for any reason, you will see most campus officers wearing protective coverings. This all plays a role in the safety of the community and in their own health. The university's chief of police, Adan Cruz, tells us how officers are taking extra steps to keep individuals safe.
We've provided our officers with face shields and masks in the event that they have to make contact with a patient or a person who's displaying symptoms. We also carry latex gloves. When two officers are riding together, if they have to, and they're not able to observe distancing, then we mask up.
If visiting one of the testing sites on campus, there will always be security detail, and in the case that someone needs to be transported for any reason, officers will then follow safety protocol to transport that individual. Chief Cruz says he would like to make a reminder to the community.
I would just like to point out that when if our community is on campus, if members of our community are on campus, if they could observe the social distancing guidelines that have been put out.
As for the K-9 department, Chief Cruz says that officers like Ika and Odin are undergoing training, and in any case of scenario, they too practice certain safety protocols and are always remaining vigilant. The department is continuing to monitor the campus daily, and although there has been fewer reports, that has not stopped foot patrol throughout the interior of campus. Reporting for UTRGV-TV, Elizabeth Mendoza.
Protective equipment used for COVID-19 continues to run scarce, but one college is working to fix that with 3D printing. The UTRGV College of Engineering and Computer Science is creating face shields for healthcare workers by using this 3D printer. This comes after a high demand of protective equipment, or PPE, such as masks and face shields after the COVID-19 outbreak in early March. We spoke to Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering, Dr. Noé Vargas, about how they are using engineering equipment to help lessen the sting of the pandemic.
What we do is that we find these models for masks, for face shields, and other PPE equipment. We find it online. And when I say we, it means a group of students that are helping me from home. And they all are helping me find these different models. Then we evaluate and we find the best, and then we print. And we have a maker space in the College of Engineering, and we print these samples.
The engineering department continues to produce more than 40 plastic frames. The UTRGV Theater Department has also helped distribute the necessary PPE to UT Health RGV and the School of Medicine. The university's networking have given students the opportunity to give back to healthcare workers on the front line. Now to this week's police reports. A female student lost nearly $2,000 to a person posing as an employer. This is a similar story to a report back in March. The student stated she was offered a job via her UTRGV email address from an employer who was using what appeared to be another UTRGV email address. The student gave her personal information online to the person posing as an employer and was sent a check for $1,950. She was instructed to deposit the check into her bank account and send the money back to the employer via money applications. The report states that she was later advised by the bank that the check was fraudulent. The student was advised to file a police report with the Edinburgh Police Department. Also in Edinburgh, a female staff member was found lying down on the second floor of the Health Affairs East building. According to the report, an officer responded to the location after a call to Hidalgo County EMS. The staff member reported tripping over her foot, causing her to lose her balance and fall. She complained of injuries to both knees, stomach, and lower back. Hidalgo County EMS arrived and transported the staff member to a local hospital for further medical evaluation. And we're back with some sports news. The UTRGV track and field team has just recruited a highly decorated Brownsville student. Our reporter, Verilu Infante, has the story and tells us more on the number of Valley natives that have been enlisted to UTRGV athletics.
The UTRGV track and field team has signed Brownsville Gladys Porter High School senior Estrella Medellin, a student athlete who's been competing since the 7th grade.
I barely had gotten a medal freshman year. It wasn't until sophomore year I started training more because I had gone in the summer. And then after that, I just started progressing.
The future vaquero has had an athletic career full of achievements. During her junior year of high school, Medellin earned herself a spot in the University Interscholastic League Class 5A state meet in the triple jump. This was the first time a female from Porter had qualified at the state level in track and field in at least 32 years. Though she was indecisive on choosing what university to attend at first, Medellin tells us that after talking with track and field and cross-country head coach Darren Flowers, she decided to sign with UTRGV.
Even after he had offered me a scholarship in January, I still wasn't sure until April, where is that he still had the same offer for me. He still had a spot for me, and it just made me feel like he actually wanted me there. So that's when I knew I actually wanted to run for them.
We spoke to Flowers to discuss what factors played a role in recruiting Medellin and what UTRGV looks for when signing incoming athletes.
We went and we recruited at the regional meet there in Corpus Christi, and that was really our first chance to see her in person. Just being able to see her and the way she carries herself, how athletic she is, man, it's exciting to see someone like that who's probably not as experienced as some of the girls that we've signed, but man, has just complete raw ability and potential.
Flowers states that currently at least 70% of athletes signed to the program are from the Rio Grande Valley, and that they like to represent South Texas.
Wherever we go, people can look down here and say, hey, there are some really great athletes down in this area, and they're hard workers, they're competitors, and every time that they step on the track, that we need to be ready to compete with them because they're going to bring their best.
Flowers believes that now that Medellin is signed, she can contribute a lot to the growing girls cross-country program and hopes to see her compete in many middle-distance events within her first year. Reporting for UTRGV-TV, Verilu Infante.
Instead of our final report, we wanted to take the time to highlight our graduating seniors, starting off with reporter Elizabeth Mendoza.
Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth Mendoza and I am one of the reporters with UTRGV-TV. This was my first and only semester working with student media, but I wish I could have had more. And I will be graduating with a degree in mass communication and a minor in sociology. And of course, I wish the best of luck to my fellow graduates.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I know we had a little bit of time to spend with each other, but I appreciate you and I thank you for all that you contributed this semester. Up next, we have our news director, Jose Guerrero. I know he's not graduating, but he's going to be leaving to UT this next semester, so he won't be at UTRGV, he won't be with student media. So he had a few words that he wanted to tell the graduates, and here he is.
Hey everybody, Jose Guerrero here, news director for UTRGV-TV. I just wanted to say congratulations to all the seniors. Good luck on your future endeavors. And I want to thank everybody at Student Media who has made my experience and other people's experience so wonderful and great. Specifically, Yuli, thank you for putting up with me. I know I could be a handful sometimes. Neda, thank you for teaching me everything about this position, being a cool friend. Verilu, I especially want to thank Verilu because I don't think I would have taken this job if she hadn't gotten hired because I know I'd be lost without her advice, and I'm gonna miss you all. It sucks that, you know, I've only been here for 1 year. It sucks it has to come to an end, but it's for the better, and I'm gonna miss you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jose, for everything. I know we only met just last year, and it was quite a ride. We got close, like with you and with Verilu. So I thank you all for everything. I saw you grow a lot from being a reporter to now our news director, and I hope that whatever you do at UT, I hope that you continue to somehow maybe be involved in the media, because I think it's a really cool job, and I think you would continue to love it. So up next, we have our chief reporter, Rocio Villalobos.
Everyone, it's Rocio Villalobos, UTRGV-TV chief reporter. I wanted to come here and say thank you to all our viewers, everyone who's tuned in week after week and shared our newscast. Really appreciate the support. Thank you to all my fellow coworkers, everyone I've met over these 2+ years working in student media. I've really learned something from every one of you and made a lot of great memories. Thank you to our advisors for really helping us out, doing everything to ensure that we succeed. And just best of luck to all my fellow graduates and your future endeavors. I know that you all are going to be very successful in whatever you pursue.
My Rocio, I've told you this, and I will say it again. You've grown to be a great reporter. I saw you from the start, ever since Alvaro brought you, and I'm really proud. And I know I've told you this, but I'm really proud at what you've become, and I'm excited for what you're going to do in the future. And I just thank you again so much for everything you've done. And now we have our assistant station manager, Neda Alcantar.
Hello, my name is Neda Alcantar, and I am UTRGV-TV's assistant station manager. I've been working in UTRGV-TV for 2 years now, and I think the thing I'll miss the most will be the people. Everyone that I've worked with, everyone that I've met through student media. I will miss everyone. I want to give a quick thank you to my very first mentors, Ileana Luna, Ileana Moreno, Kenya Gomez, JP Hernandez, Jacqueline Arias. You guys were my first teachers, definitely. Coming into UTRGV-TV, y'all were the first people that I met, and I learned so much from each and every one of you. Moving on to last year's crew, I want to thank Marisol Villarreal, Nathaniel Puente, Kemesa, Elijah Noriega. You guys made me laugh so much and smile a lot in the stinky studio. I want to give a quick thank you to our new crew this year. Verilu Infante, Jose Guerrero, Elizabeth Mendoza, Rocio Villalobos, Kenya Correa, Lisbeth Chavez, Victoria Cantu, Navy Rodriguez, Ethan Science. I was there to witness when y'all first started, except Rocio. and I have witnessed how y'all grew within the year, and it's incredible. You guys have come a really long way, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You guys have done amazing, and you guys are all talented. You guys make me proud. I want to thank the advisors we've had. I want to thank Nick Taylor and Dina Vera for teaching me new things every day. TV could not have had better advisors. I want to thank some people outside of UTRGV-TV. There's a lot of names, so I'm sorry if I don't mention you, but just wait. I would like to thank Samantha Garza, Jerry Galindo, Gabby Gonzalez, Pat Ramon, Aldo Nava, Omar Zapata, a lot of people. You guys have made my last year in student media super fun, and you guys have helped me make the best memories. Lastly, I would like to thank Juliana Quiroz for everything. I don't think I've ever met someone so passionate and determined for something as she has been for this station. This station wouldn't be where it is today if it weren't for Yuli. She is so driven, and that's because mass comm isn't even her major. I would like to apologize to Yuli for all of the corajes that she's made because of me. I'm sorry, but just know that you are not just a coworker to me. I've become so much closer to you in the past year. You're more than a coworker to me. You're my friend. You're my big sister. You're my right hand, or I'm your right hand. I would like to thank Jesus Sanchez for being the best program advisor. I would like to thank everyone for the best college years of my life. I would literally do these 3 years again in a heartbeat because that's how amazing they were to me. Thank you, UTRGV-TV, for everything. And thank you, Asnet Cornejo, for this amazing opportunity.
Nayla, thank you. Thank you for your beautiful words. You have really become my sister. You're probably the one that I'm really close to, the closest person that I've come to be at my time at UTRGV and with student media. And I really thank God for that. And I thank you for all those beautiful moments that we had. And I hope we still continue to be together even after we end our journey here with student media. And now, well, I guess it comes to me, right? This is the last newscast. And I just wanted to say that I know I made a big old Facebook post, and I'm not even usually one to post things on Facebook. I made a Facebook account because of UTRGV when I first started off, when I was contributing as a freshman. So I've been with UTRGV-TV ever since I started my college years back in 2016. And after that, I just grew from being a contributor to a reporter to assistant station manager, and I was station manager for this past year. And I just wanted to say, there were so many people that I met, not only through student media, but through the stories that we did. And that's something that I absolutely loved. It was just, creating those connections with all those people from all over the university. And I think that's what really made it worth my time. I became a part of the university. My identity was fulfilled through student media. I really did feel like a part of the university. I felt like a part of the UTRGV family. If I weren't a part of student media, I don't know, I probably would have just gone to class and come home and, not get involved with anything. But oh my gosh, it was such a great experience, and there are no words at all to describe the experience that I had. Again, I just want to thank Azanet, who's the director, Azanet Cornejo, who's the director of UTRGV Student Media. I just want to give her a big thank you. I know I probably didn't say it a lot, but I'm saying it now. And I really do appreciate her, like I've said before. And I think that's all I'm going to say. This is the final newscast for this staff from 2019-2020 school year. And I hope UTRGV-TV continues. I hope we keep on being successful. And I thank all of our viewers that have watched us every week and that appreciate the work that we do to keep you all informed and entertained. So have a great summer. Push through those finals. And this is my tag out from Elsa.
Reporting from Santa Maria.
In Mission.
From McAllen.
For UTRGV-TV.
I'm Elizabeth Mendoza.
Rocio Villalobos.
This is Neida Alcantar.
I'm Juliana Quiroz.